fuckers ever because he's such an angry old white dude, right? And for them to fuck up the teleprompter, whatever, he goes, "Fuck it, we'll do it live." We're literally doing that right now. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Keyboard Warriors. This is episode, I think, 110. Yeah, 110. I'm Eddie Law. That's Fred Kirby. That's just Urakawa. We were actually just talking about Bellator going to a pay service, which is hilarious because on cable, they're already fucking everybody with their 4 hours late shit on the West Coast. I'll never let that go because that's bullshit. But now they're going, what would you call it, Jesse? The Zone?
Yeah, it's called The Zone. D-A-Z something. The Zone. D-A.
Oh, D-A-Z.
But like,
got it. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. The problem with them is the fact that they think that people are going to migrate over to The Zone to watch their product. And as Fred was just alluding to, and myself, and probably yourself, I don't think we can spare the $7, $8, $9 or whatever it's going to be to watch something that doesn't give us anything else except Bellator matchups. Although they are going to be some pretty good matchups, but I don't really care that much.
Does anybody know the price that they're trying to charge for this shit monthly? Is it like $4.99 a month?
It can't be that much.
What's the dead old white dude on the old on the $5 bill? Is that Abe?
On the $5?
Yeah, who's on the 5? I don't know, but they might be able to pull one of those hunkies out of me, but not much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely not going much more. $5 a month, fucking maybe, and that's probably just for this middleweight tournament. Beyond this, though, what's their fucking plan? And I heard I heard Scott Coker on the MMA Hour this week, and I guess he was saying these fucking pricks are kind of out of their mind. I think he said that these guys plan on being a big player. And that when the NBA and the NFL contracts come up in 2 or 3 years with fucking Fox or CBS, wherever the fuck they show that shit, that they're going to try to throw their hat into that ring. And eventually this, the Zone,
$10.
The fuck is $10? Oh, no.
Yeah,
no. I don't know what hunky's on that $10 bill, but they ain't getting one of those.
I'm barely going to get ESPN, the ESPN Plus shit. I'm barely going to get that.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, man, this shit is war, right? This is business. Yeah, I'm a UFC guy still right now. I will cheat on the UFC with Bellator if they make it easy, but I'm not paying for the hotel. You dig what I'm saying? I'll let Bellator blow me in the car, but I'm not taking them out to dinner and shit. They're out of their fucking mind. They need to know their role in this relationship. They are not the main squeeze. They are the side chick.
The funny thing about
but
I'm sorry, go ahead. Do it.
Sorry, real quick.
Sorry.
So I'm looking at their website right now. It's $9.99 a month. So you're gonna be able to watch Bellator 205, 206, 207, 208. But 205, 207, and 208 will be simulcast on Paramount Network. The only one that you cannot see and you can only see on their platform is going to be the 206, which is Rampage and Vanderlei and Gegard and Roy McDonald. Everything else seems like it's going to be simulcast, and they also have some boxing peppered in there that they're trying to. Anthony Joshua is going to be on this platform.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I take that back.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, they're trying to give you something for your $10, but I mean, I think they were saying that they give you a month free if you try it out or everything. So I mean, you could probably time it out and get everything in that free month and then cancel that service. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying that if that's what they're giving up,
shit, I'm saying
might as well.
Yeah, you beat me to it, Eddie. I'm saying you should. I'm saying I am. That sounds like a real good idea. I wouldn't mind watching that Roy McDonald versus Gegard Mousasi fight, but beyond that, they ain't getting 10 a month out of me. There ain't no fucking way. The UFC's already asking a lot with this ESPN Plus shit. Plus, they're trying to keep the pay-per-view model going. They're asking a lot out of us MMA fans.
Yeah, and Coker's saying that shit about when the NBA and the NFL contracts come up, those are worth billions, right?
He's
you telling me the Zone's gonna be worth billions?
Nah, bro. He's either selling wolf tickets or completely out of his mind. He seems like a pretty good businessman. So I think he's just talking shit, trying to get us all riled up, making us think that this might actually be a thing.
Well, it's not crazy to think that they could buy into at least having some games or something, right? Nothing exclusive, but maybe they can also be a platform, kind of like what was it? BN Sports, and what's the other one that the Europeans have over there? BT Sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
That ended or whatever. You know, they buy into. Yeah. They buy into stuff, and you can watch certain things. Doesn't mean they have exclusive rights to anything. And I think that's kind of what they're thinking. That at least they'll give you some kind of value with your $10. That I'll get to watch. I don't know, some Minnesota game, in the middle of winter that nobody cares about.
You can watch fucking the Cleveland Cavs play on the road now without LeBron. Thanks a lot, Zone.
Have fun with that.
No, you're right though, Jesse. Yeah. You're right though. They probably can get some games, but they ain't getting the big ones. The blockbusters are going to be on fucking Fox and wherever the fuck ESPN, wherever the fuck they've been. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers, the Super Bowl ain't heading to the Zone. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But Anthony Joshua, that's a big name, right, guys? I mean, in boxing, that's a pretty big name.
But they don't. Anthony Joshua can't box himself. If they ain't got the little gypsy prick or they ain't got Deontay Wilder, who gives a fuck that they got AJ? Who's he gonna box? Some shit we've never heard of?
The fight to get will be the Wilder fight. It has to be the Wilder fight. Even the Fury fight wouldn't do as big as the Wilder fight.
No, for sure. But I heard they're gonna fight.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Which really fucks AJ because it makes him look bad. I mean, this is no bueno for AJ. If they line up Fury versus Deontay Wilder, that makes AJ look real suspect. You should be fighting one of these cats. How they fighting each other? What the fuck? And then it's kind of forcing his hand too, because if they do fight each other, whoever wins that one,
it's his.
Nowhere to run, Jack. Nowhere to hide. Whoever you have to fight the winner of that fight, then for sure.
And that being said, I think Anthony Joshua beats either guy. Honestly, I think.
You know what?
I think so.
Fuck that Brit. I think you. Well, I guess the other one is a Brit, the goddamn little gypsy king. But I think he loses to both of them.
Really?
Fuck Anthony Joshua. Yeah, I'm off the Anthony Joshua. I don't give. So what? Because he beat up fucking Vladimir Klitschko when he was 147. So did fucking the gypsy king. Fair enough. And he did it like 2-3 years beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and he did it. Like he did it better.
Talk. Right. Real talk. Who's AJ's best win? Klitschko? When he was old as fuck. And Klitschko almost knocked his funny ass out in like the 5th or 6th round.
That was a good fight.
So AJ might be a little overhyped for real. I see people, he's too clean. He's too crisp. He wasn't so crisp when Big Vlad knocked him down.
Yeah, he had to get crazy in that fight.
He won the fight, but still.
He had to get crazy.
But according to Brendan Schaub, he's the greatest boxer of all time.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's fucking flat disrespectful.
Brendan Schaub has become one of the best promoters, like online promoters ever.
Man, you know what? Brendan Schaub.
That doesn't promote anybody, right? He's not
Schaub is our Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yes. That's exactly who he is.
That's like who he is, man. He's our Tekashi 6ix9ine with his fucking tight pants and his stupid hair, always fucking spouting out some stupid shit that gets us all fired up and shit.
Oh my god!
The motherfucker's low key doing numbers. Got a show on fucking Showtime and shit, like because he is a bona fide moron. He's not funny. He's MMA takes aren't that great. Blowing me out of the water though. Does comedy tours on Showtime. I'll be a son of a bitch if it ain't working.
I am not hating on this game whatsoever, man. You do what you got to do to get that money. All right, believe me. If one of us in the same spot, people be saying that shit about us, 100%. Right?
Yeah, but we would get hated on,
and we wouldn't give a fuck either. We'd be taking that money home. I am not hating on Brendan Schaub whatsoever. I just think he is. That's exactly what he is.
You know what? Be my favorite part is just watching the evolution of Fred, like just getting like more like grimy and grungy, like with the gold teeth and like the tattoos on his face and stuff and the braids and all this stuff. Just the evolution of Fred getting all this money.
Dude. Oh, it would take me 6 weeks and I would look like Riff Raff.
Okay. That's exactly what I was getting. I couldn't think of his. I was legit Googling that dude's name right now because that's exactly who he looked like.
And then,
what the fuck's his name?
And then 3 years from now, I would look like Macaulay Culkin on Joe Rogan's last podcast. I would just be fucking skinny.
That was fucking weird. Anyway, what was I gonna fucking say? Now I'm off track.
We got sidetrack. All right.
Oh, real quick.
Back to Bellator, and they're trying to get us some money.
Any word on what money they got? Bellator got for doing this shit? Because Scott Coker's like, this investment is going to allow us to get the right fighters, or to get better fighters, means bigger fights and stuff like that. I wonder how much money they got.
It's a good question.
Do you think that what Scott Coker did with this, and probably would be a smart idea if he did, is he took the money and basically made a deal where DAZN is going to own certain events that they're going to do. So they're the ones that are going to pay for the production and all that stuff. And maybe that'll help Bellator, to be able to, alleviate some of that cash flow. What do you guys think?
Shit,
I mean, maybe.
The UFC worked that deal out with ESPN, right? Yeah. The ESPN is going to be in charge of some of the production.
The ones that are going to be on ESPN, right?
Right, which is a lot of money, honestly.
Yeah. Right.
Like to put one of those shows on, even the free shows are expensive as shit to produce. You know what I mean? Which is why they're so fucking frugal with the money. Oh, West Coast Mixes, what up, dude? This dude, if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't see earlier on Twitter, Joey Tremendous, who follows us and we shoot the shit with every once in a while, one of his friends is makes mixes. So if you guys want to look that up, I'll tweet that out after the show. I'll tweet out his video. It's a Woodley Till promo hype video, so it's actually pretty good. So not bad for his first video. And then HMSG says or asks, who do you guys think is headlining MSG? Will it be Nick? Do you have any info? On headlining MSG, no. But believe me, it's got to be a big fight.
When is that card? When is it?
MSG is 230. That's September? November?
No,
October.
It was November.
October.
It's 229 is October.
Yeah, November. Sorry, you're right.
So it's either late October or early November.
Yeah. Well, so he says he heard rumors. What rumors have you heard, dude? November 30th.
Is that supposedly the one that Nate and Dustin are co-headlining on?
Right, they're co-main on that one. The only way I could see that them being like a main event is if they made an interim fucking lightweight belt, which they're not going to do, or they shouldn't do.
No.
They might do, but I wouldn't want that.
I think the prevalent rumor is that somehow GSP getting on that card, but not Nick. Nick is definitely not going to be around in the fight game anytime soon.
So HM says, I heard on MMA Hour that Nick is going to headline. All the fights on the main card are middleweight fights, obviously, other than the Nate versus
Nick who?
I'm Diaz.
Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz?
It's basically a tournament middleweight.
So it's going to be a Nick and Nate card?
I think they missed the bus on that one. They should have done.
I don't think that's possible, because if that's possible, then Nate has to headline. Who the fuck? Unless Nick fights GSP, and I know that ain't happening, Jack. Like there ain't no way they run that rematch out of nowhere. That just ain't gonna sell like that. Ain't nobody clamoring for that. That's a major waste of George and Nick.
Yeah,
I can see maybe them bringing Nick back, but at this point, Nate's the bigger star, and him fighting Dustin Poirier. Who the fuck could Nick fight that is of Dustin Poirier's level? Like,
yeah,
I mean, that sounds fun, but
it has to be for a title. By the way, it has to be,
or just a huge name. I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. Look at the middleweight fights. Do you think Nick Silva versus Nick headline? All right, first of all, he's saying Nick Diaz versus Anderson Silva. That half fight already happened at 83.
Who just dropped out?
Glover Teixeira.
Yeah, shout out to Keith from the fucking MMA fucking takeover site. He mentioned this earlier. Glover dropped out of the fight with who?
Oh fuck!
Fuck,
who did he fight? I fucking had that up here too.
He was just about to fight. Who the fuck was? Anyways, Anderson Silva against that prick.
Okay. Okay, so Teixeira just pulled out of Jimmy Manuwa.
Jimmy Manuwa, there you go. Anderson Silva versus Jimmy Manuwa. Put that at the top of the fucking card.
Are you trying to kill Anderson Silva? I mean, I could hear Nick Pilecki right now just holding his pearls. Nick Pilecki is holding his pearls right now that you're trying to kill off his guy.
Listen, quite frankly, I think that's a great fight for Anderson. An aggressive striker that can get snuffed. Hey, Anderson, you're welcome. And it's a big name that a win over would actually kind of help you out, and you don't got to cut weight.
What about
welcome?
What about this? And West Coast just said the shit. He puts on the GSP versus Silva. For the hardcores, it'll be like, all right, Silva's a little out of it. GSP just won a big fight, but you can sell that to the new guys.
Can I be Fred right now and say it's too late?
Yeah,
it's not going to do it.
For us, it's too late.
That would totally be our Pacquiao Mayweather at this point.
For sure.
Like way too late. But yeah, people will be interested. Here's the problem with that. George ain't taking that fight.
No.
Why?
Really?
Why would George take it? Why? At this point, there's no legacy. George done said, man, he wants legacy or belts. He just won Anderson's old belt that he wasn't able to keep.
He dropped it.
Anderson ain't even ranked at middleweight no more. I really just don't think George takes that fight. It's not worth it for George at this point. He only got a couple fights left. He's looking at fucking the winner of McGregor Khabib or some shit. Like
that's what he wants. Remember that's he wants. He doesn't want to go up in weight anymore because he said it caused him a lot of problems eating that much food. So that's not a.
That would be one for the fans.
Right.
Definitely.
This HM says exactly. George is not taking it. The only fight that could headline is Cyber versus Nunes, champ versus champ. What do you think?
I could dig that. If they could get the deal done, that the timing would work out. It would make for a good headliner, and I'm digging that with Nate and Dustin as a co-headline. Yeah, that's a good card. I mean, as good as we're gonna get these fucking days.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. What up?
Let me ask you guys this: how weak of a card is that McGregor Khabib card? If you pull it up.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
It is low-key weak. I mean, Derek Lewis is in the co-headlining spot, so that's all right. But yeah, I was looking at that earlier. I didn't know they had that many fights lined up for it already. Sean O'Malley's on there. That'll be fun.
It's a good fight. Who's he fighting?
Some Mexican prick.
That's specific. Let me find it real quick.
Don't worry, we're entertainable. Yeah, we all look alike. I get it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Y'all look alike.
Jab at y'all. I want to say Henry Briones or whatever the fuck, but I know that's not right.
If it's Henry Briones, Briones is fuck.
No,
it's Quinones. Yeah, see you fucking Mexican pricks with your Quinones and your Briones. Always with the fucking TSs on the end. That's why I can't never remember the shit.
That's my answers, bro. Like I didn't choose that shit anyway. But Lee wants on the card. Kevin Lee versus Anthony Pettis.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Kevin Lee was saying he wanted on the card, and Anthony Pettis was saying that he's down. But that I wouldn't think that would a headline. Although it would give a little fucking some juice. Or wait a minute, we're talking about different cards now. Yeah, my bad. We're talking about
229. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what 229 is, right? And I'm going from bottom up. Ryan LaFleur against Tony Martin. Lena Landsberg against Yana Kunitskaya. Then you got Sean O'Malley against Jose Quinones. It's Sean O'Malley might fuck that dude up. God damn. Michelle Watterson goes for Elise Herring, I guess. I like to go see Michelle Watterson, so I'm down to watch that. OSP versus Dominic Reyes, which should be a good fight. Sergio Pettis against Jussier Formiga. Sergio wins this fight, he gets Henry Cejudo next.
Oh my god! Can we just fucking throw the flyweight division away?
Everyone's so tired of that shit. You know what bothers me now is that TJ and Henry are like shit talking to each other on TMZ and shit. And I'm like, I thought Cody and TJ were the cringiest. No. Henry was TJ shit talk, the cringiest shit I've ever seen.
Sure.
Anyway. Co-main right now, as of right now, Derek Lewis against Alexander Volkov. Look, I like Derek Lewis a lot. You need to do something better than that for co-main. For me, I'm just saying.
Well, especially coming off of his last performance, man.
Yeah, where he was like, him against friends and God, no, don't fucking blink. Someone's going to sleep. 3 rounds later, 2 big fucking dudes. I can't breathe. Like, no shit. Yeah. Fucking everyone lost money in that one. There's no way. I guarantee there was like a few pricks that made a bunch of fucking money betting that shit would go a distance, all right? And then, of course, main event, Khabib versus Conor. So they're betting on Khabib and Conor selling like a motherfucker.
Well, it makes sense. Let's be honest.
It will.
Yeah, this is our Tyson type fight. They could put shitburn McGee's under there, and that fight's still going to sell like hotcakes. So they know
crazy that's going to work out that way. I mean,
smart strategy, honestly. Save their big fights for other cards because they don't really need them here. Like, truth be told,
you don't need to make another UFC 205 MSG where it's a bunch of crazy fucking fights. Yeah.
Okay. So how about the fact that your cheapest ticket to get into that fight card is $205?
That's stupid.
That's a little rough.
That you can't get me to do that. Okay?
Yeah, that changes things a little bit. $200 for the nosebleeders is a little rough on that.
The loan sharks in Ireland gonna be making mad fucking loans coming up just to get all those motherfuckers to fly over here.
Well, here's the best part though. A maximum of 8 tickets can be sold per customer. So, I mean, those $205 tickets are going to be gone really quickly. And then it goes up from there. I think the highest ticket they're selling right now is $2,500 basically.
No, they want a mortgage payment. That's cool.
Yeah.
I will pay as little as possible to watch it on TV. How about that, motherfuckers? I'm not.
Yeah. No shit.
Look, man, I wouldn't mind.
How about that?
There you go. I wouldn't mind being at a one Conor McGregor fight just for the environment. See how crazy it gets. But dude, like, no, not giving me $2,000.
You know, man, I almost wouldn't even care to be there at this point. It feels like it's going to be a shit show, low key. Like now, feels like McGregor's like a big band that you would have wanted to see a couple years ago when it would have been like kind of cool and on the fringe. Now it's like motherfucking people are probably just going to be shit hammered, stabbing each other in the fucking audience. Goddamn fucking Irish and Russian heathens, fucking hooligans running like, fuck that noise.
Dude. If those Russians show up, there's gonna be some crazy shit going down.
It's going to be very interesting. It will be interesting. The crowd, and because of all the personal drama with them, and then Russia and Ireland as countries. Fuck yeah. I ain't going nowhere near Vegas, Jack.
Yeah, so you better think twice, bro. I know you like heading out there for that shit.
I know, it almost makes me want to go because every time I go, it's always entertaining. It's always fun. You get to meet some really, really interesting people that just get you hammered and just screaming and yelling at a TV. So that was great.
Fuck that. I'd be in my hotel room as high as possible, just looking down at these motherfuckers killing each other. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Like, I would never leave that room. But yeah, dude, I don't know. HM asking, are all of you picking Khabib? I doubt it.
This must be your first time to the podcast, young brother. I am McGregor nut hugger. Hell no, I ain't picking Khabib. You understand me?
This is such a hard one to pick, dude.
Knockout.
Whoa, I think it's a hard one to pick. It's a very 50-50 fight to me.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I think the cool thing about this fight, it's very 50-50, but I feel like we know it's going to go one of two ways, right? Like Conor's either going to land that shot, wobble Khabib, and knock him the fuck out, or Khabib is going to maul Conor for 3 to 4 rounds before he eventually submits him. Like, that's probably the one. I don't know which one will happen. I'm rolling with Conor because that's the homeboy, but
yeah, so is HM. He's like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
HM's laughing. He's like, awesome, me too. Conor first round knockout.
You know what?
Khabib, honestly.
I think we all are 50-50 on it, but I think as soon as we see the result, we're all going to be like, yep, that's exactly what should have happened.
Well, yeah. Right. I mean, it could go either way though. Like if they start and they look, Khabib has, the tendency to kind of dart at people in the beginning. Let's see if he does that again. If he darts at Conor and Conor thunder strikes him and knocks him out within a minute, wouldn't surprise me at all. If fucking Khabib darts at him, hits a double leg, and within the first 20 seconds, he's on top of Conor, pounding Conor out, wouldn't really surprise me. I fucking don't think it's likely, but like, you know what I'm saying? This is one of those fights where it could totally go either way. And you're right. Afterwards, Jesse will be like, I fucking knew it. Like, of course, that's what happened.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, we kind of know both scenarios. And once they play out, whichever one plays out happens, we're going to be like, yeah. See, that's exactly why,
I knew that would happen.
On that, yeah. And then, of course, Brendan's going to be out there. Oh, yeah. See, I knew it. Should have listened to me. Sorry.
Yeah, then there'll be the fucking excuse makers. Khabib's belly was hurting, or fucking Conor's big toe was on coke, or everybody's always got a fucking excuse for something.
Check this out. HM says, I honestly think a big X factor is the pressure Khabib is going to feel. He's never been a part of such a big fight, and if Conor even mentions Khabib's dad, he will be in Khabib's head. Conor's really good at like renting like real estate in anyone's head, right? But this Russian dude is a bad motherfucker, man. I think playing mind games with him is going to be a little rough.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point, though. I tend to disagree. I don't think that Khabib will be affected by that, but that's not a bad point. One thing's for sure. Khabib's been in some big fights, but not like this one.
Right.
Not like this one. This will be a different thing. Now, how he handles it will be debatable, but this will be different, though, for sure. Quite frankly, this will be more different than anything. This is Conor's first fight back after the Floyd fight. This is a different thing, man. And it has so much traction with the real, nothing we love more than some real drama.
Right.
It has real fucking drama. Like, this is going to be good stuff, man.
Yeah. West Coast says Khabib submits Conor that night. Here's the thing. If Conor loses, the first thing people are going to say is like, well, of course, he hasn't had a fight since before the Mayweather fight. And That's gonna be irritating.
And but you know what? Suck my dick. It's true. And quite frankly,
let's just make the excuse now.
Let me start making the preemptive excuses right now. If he does, hold on, real shit. It's like everybody trying to trying to cancel Cody. True. Everybody's like, oh, Cody's trash. Cody Garbrandt, blah, blah, blah. Bro, he got knocked out twice by TJ, which we all assume is the fucking GOAT.
Yeah, he's good.
Real talk, if he did come back and lose to Khabib, hypothetically, he comes back and Khabib takes him down, mauls him, submits him in the third or fourth round. Who hasn't Khabib done that to? And Khabib's a nightmare stylistic matchup for Conor if we're keeping it funky. Now, could Conor land that punch? Sure. If he fucking doesn't, Khabib has a fucking laundry list of takedowns, foot rolls, goddamn it, submissions, sweeps, trips, the whole fucking most of it. Conor's got good foot movement. He's got a lot of power, and he's got very precise punching. If he fucking misses, though, Khabib definitely has more ways to win this fight. So, like, it wouldn't be that all
it wouldn't be shocking.
Great. Yeah, believe me, everybody's going to trip if it happens, but everybody should calm down. It does, you're right, though. People be canceling Conor. Conor's trash. I knew Conor was trash. Blah, 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 blah.
No.
People are going to need to fucking calm down. A little bit of he's rusty, and a little bit of it is that Khabib's the fucking eagle.
Yeah, crazy.
If Conor does sleep Khabib, the hype and the heap of appraisal that he'll get because of it will be justified because of what happens if Khabib does win. You understand what I'm saying? If Khabib wins, we all shouldn't be that surprised. It just goes to show you that the dude is who we thought he was. Don't go canceling Conor immediately. Now, listen, if Khabib comes out and outboxes Conor and fucking knocks him out on the cage with his hands, then we all might need to be like, okay, Conor, what the fuck was that? But if he comes out and does what he does to everybody, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, with the the funny thing. Oh wait, HM says this. He goes, I just feel like it's the same story. It was exactly the same with Aldo, and even with Alvarez, and with the second Nate fight, everyone thought McGregor was gonna lose, and he always wins. Look, he pulls it out. Fair enough. Honestly, as far as trash
first Nate fight,
yeah, that first Nate fight, he thought he had it. Everyone was doubting Nate, and then all of a sudden,
Nate had it too. He beat the fuck out of Nate in the first round or two. I was coasting into that fucking third round, and then boop.
Yep. As soon as he got his jaw checked, it's game. But look, the only fighter you can legitimately call trash in the UFC, like legitimate trash, is CM Punk. Okay.
Oh,
That's the only guy. You can't say Cody's trash. You know what I mean? Because Cody was a fucking champ at one point.
Well, and not even trash. He's still absolutely high top level. Losing twice. If you lose 2 games to LeBron or Jordan, you're not trash, dog.
Yeah, you just lost.
They're the fucking goats, man. Yeah, fuck. Nothing to it.
That's the thing. It's like, oh, Cody's trash. I'm like, hey, you better watch some TJ Dillashaw. I'll tell you, that dude's a bad motherfucker.
No shit.
He didn't lose to fucking shitbird 135er. He lost to fucking TJ Dillashaw, 2-time champ. So it's
no shame in that.
What? Any word on fucking Cruz?
Yeah, I think he said he's ready on some. I think I heard him somewhere this week.
Oh, that's right. He wants the TJ fight. Ain't gonna happen right now. I don't think. You think?
No, I think they'll either give him a Sun Sao or probably whatchamacallit, Marias. If TJ won't come back fast enough.
Where are you, Jesse? Where are you on this TJ Henry Cejudo deal? What do you think about that?
We talked about it last week.
I don't care for it. Yeah, I don't care for it for shit.
No, because neither of them are proven. Neither of them are dominating their division. There's still things for them to do in their division before they can actually be a champ. DC, his only challenge is right now on suspension, and he's beating everybody else, so he has the right to move up. No, I don't want to. I don't want to even hear it anymore.
I don't even look at Cejudo as the goddamn champ. I'm sorry, I don't even you need to at least give DJ the rematch and try to finish him before I'm buying into you being champ at all. I still don't even buy that you won that fight. And even if you did, it was by the slimmest of cunt hairs.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on you as being the champ, or you don't need to move up at all, homeboy. Quite frankly, I don't think Henry Cejudo wants any part of fucking Marlon Moraes or Dominic Cruz or Cody Garbrandt. I don't think he wants any part of most of the cats in the top 10. Quite frankly, I don't think DJ did. Like, fuck no.
All right, so okay. He makes a point. HM says this, but that fight would be way more interesting than any fight with the contenders. Like, I'd rather see Cejudo and TJ than Cejudo against anyone else. Look, what are you gonna do?
Right. Listen, unless we're gonna cancel 125 altogether, then Henry, you wanted your fucking precious belt so bad. Now defend it against the rest of the gaggle of shitbirds. Figure something out, and then or just move up to 35.
Yeah, just move up. Drop the belt, move up. I mean, if you really want that belt that bad. But like with Cejudo, it's just like, look, clean out the division like DJ did, and we could talk. But that's it. All these guys jumping into like the big fights and shit. It's kind of, and I don't know. It's just old at this point. Everyone wants to be champion.
It's annoying. It's annoying what it is, because it's like you haven't proven yourself to be a guy like an Anderson Silva, a GSP, a Stipe, even Stipe. Because he defended the title more than anybody else in his division. He had a claim to saying that he was the best in the division. These guys deserve these opportunities, not someone like, Henry Cejudo, TJ, even Cody. None of these guys.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, at least TJ Dillashaw's wins are bona fide as fuck against really credible competition. Their finishes. Yep. Henry Cejudo needs to go back to the drawing board and create something. I'm being serious too. Like, at the end of the day, Henry Cejudo might have a very good opportunity on his hands, because 125 is dead in the water. Nobody gives a fuck about 125. And let me tell y'all a little story. I've been watching the sport for a long time. Oh, shut the fuck up, Jesse. Nobody fucking else cares about 125 except you, the guys or the broads. It's fucking trash at the flyweight division. That's a fucking goddamn fact. But I'll explain something to you boys. I've been watching the sport for a long time. I've been watching it for so long. I remember when a guy named Chael Sonnen was trash. Okay? I remember when nobody gave a fuck that Chael Sonnen was fighting, that he was coming over from the WEC. Nobody gave two shits about him. And all of a sudden, he started running his mouth about a guy named Anderson Silva. And so it became. And I'll tell you another thing. Just here recently, for all you new fans, y'all remember when we didn't know who the fuck Colby Covington was? Yeah? Y'all remember that? Look at the fucking prick now. So, Henry, you are winning. Even albeit by a cunt hair, you're winning. So you got one part of it down. Figure out the other part of it, man. I hate Colby Covington in that way, but to quote the cocksucker, make 25 great for once.
Yeah.
Finally make it great. DJ was the champ for a month of Sundays and nobody still really cared. You need that fucking Connor energy, whether it's I hate you or I love you, whatever. 125 needs something. Make us care about that division. Or, somebody other than Jesse.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There you go,
Thank you for single. I just think that like we have this problem of everybody wants to be champ. Everybody wants to make the money fights, but like Fred is saying, it's not sexy enough for me to say Cejudo against TJ. I mean, that doesn't get anybody excited. I don't know. Does it get anybody here excited to hear that? Like if they announce that as the main event over, what is it, Nate Diaz?
No.
Would you guys be excited for that?
No. But that does give Henry Cejudo a chance, right? Like he's got the opportunity, if he plays his cards right now, to come out and make us want to care. Talk shit about the fans. I hate Henry Cejudo and his stupid hair. So tell me that you hate me too, man. Talk shit about Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, you big dummy. Fuck you. Ariel Helwani, fuck you too. I'm serious. Drum up some controversy. Brendan Schaub is a walking dummy, but because he's basically a troll, he's on Showtime.
Yep.
The fucking blueprint is out there. Colby Covington is not that exciting of a fighter, but I'll be goddamned if I can't wait to watch him fight again. Henry, do that for me. Somebody at 25, do that.
Yeah. What up?
No. I was just going to see if we can transition from this to the other bit of news that came out over some guy that we had an opinion of as being kind of a douchebag, and turns out that we're probably right.
All right, give me a real quick second then. West Coast says they really should cancel 125 because there's nobody interested in that division, including Johnson. And HM agrees. He's like, I agree. That's why he should fight TJ, because any other fight I don't even want to see. You feel me? And it's just like, I get it, but even that fight's like, gets a fuck. Honestly, it just 125 is kind of dead in the water until someone gets in there and like stirs the pot big time.
And that will happen. Mark my fucking words. Right now, 125 shitty, but eventually a little small 125er will come along and he'll be a little Asian Connor or some shit will happen and it'll take. But right now, 125. But look, all you young fucking flyweights out there, and even Henry Cejudo, y'all should take note. This division is there for the taking. There is no John Jones there. There is no fucking Colby Covington there. Be that guy. Figure it out. Like, it's dying for some fucking energy and some personality in that division. And if you can actually win fights too, you're fucking off to the races.
What H just made that point. He goes, Cody Garbrandt has to go down. Did you read he was the same weight as DJ in that fight? Wow. If he can make 125, fuck it. Why not? He could probably knock dudes the fuck out cold in 125. Why not? What is Sean O'Malley? 135?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's skinny as shit, man. He can probably make 125. Anyway. All right.
He's a tall dude.
Yeah, he's super tall. All right, Jesse, what do you want to transition to?
Oh, the KGB news that happened was it the other day.
So I want to say allegedly. I'll say allegedly because no one's been obviously convicted of anything. But allegedly, KGB Lee's husband, what's his name, Donnie, some shit or other, beat
Aaron
the shit
Donnie
out of her.
Aaron. He's got two first names.
Oh, okay. Well, he beat the shit out of her, apparently, right? And there's been talk about, they're gonna get a warrant for his arrest. Like, they haven't gotten it yet. They're gonna get a warrant for his arrest. So they're talking about it. It's a weird fucking thing, but regardless, like, this looks really bad on KGB after like defending the fuck out of him after the whole Nazi tattoo thing came out, right?
Not really. I mean, go ahead, Fred.
No, I was just gonna say, how big is he?
I don't know.
Not that big. He's not that big.
Oh, good.
I mean, if we threw some Nazi tattoos on Fred, I think we'd have a body double there.
Well, then listen, KGB, you're a professional fighter. That's a fucking fair fight for all of me. What should I you for? Fuck, I thought maybe he was a Travis Brown type character. If they're the same size, you should have thunderstruck him.
Right?
Well,
that's what you get for fucking neo-Nazis. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, look, we're not victim shaming here, victim blaming. All right, that should not have happened to her. That is super fucked. The problem I have with it is that the cops haven't fucking arrested some bitch yet, which tells me one of two things: either one, they're just dragging their feet, or two, she might have dropped the charges. You know what I mean? Like, she might have said like, no, we're good, nothing happened. Both of those are bad.
How do you know that she got beat up badly? Were there like tweeted pictures or something?
No, the reports all say. That's why it's such a weird story because it's kind of vague too.
Did you read the story and the whole report from Andy Nguyen? No,
what did he say?
Okay, so he's the one that called the cops. He was the one that witnessed everything. And his whole like depiction of everything was that it started with them watching the fights, DJ losing, them arguing over that he got screwed, and then basically I guess he woke up in the middle of the night with double first name moron chasing KGB down the hallway and trying to burn her with a cigarette.
Jesus Christ.
So then this is everything that's in the police report, by the way, that he saw. Then after that, I guess Andy Nguyen and another I think his dad or something who's 70 or 80 years old was trying to stop him from doing that. Apparently he says that he'd been drinking for 2 days straight. He's, just been going through a lot, hasn't been sleeping. And then basically he chased her out of the house, then came back in and started talking to Andy saying, I did it again or something, or I did it again. And the first thing that he came up in his mind was, oh my God, he must have killed her or something because he's killed people before. So all these things that he's telling in the story is kind of giving you an indication that this guy is kind of not the guy that a lot of people are trying to portray him as being a nice guy and stuff like that. Because if Fred was telling me, oh man, I did it again, I'd be like, what'd you do? My first indication would not be, oh, you killed the dude again. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you had a past something, like it wouldn't come up to me first, like, oh, you killed somebody again. Then the other thing is that it escalated to where he tried to take the car and leave. Andy took the keys from him, actually took the car, went to go meet KGB at a gas station or something, and she Ubered to a hotel to like get away from him. He called the cops. He made the report. And apparently there was another guy living there. Apparently maybe their black guy that they had talked about before. And all he did was put on his headphones, and he said that this happens all the time. And he just wanted to ignore it. So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the story and everything that he witnessed and everything to indicate that this guy he's doing this as more often than not. And to me, her defending him is actually part of, what he's doing to her. This is exactly what happens when someone is, under the thumb of somebody, the physical and mental abuse. They defend their person. They stick up for him. They lie for him, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's just terrible what's happening to her.
So Andy's a chick, but,
is she?
Yeah. She's, I remember when you said that name, I was like, why does that ring a fucking bell? It's a female fighter. That lives with Lee and that dude. Because I knew that they've done like photo shoots together and shit. So I knew that name fucking ring a bell. But regardless, you're right. So this is off of MMAfighting.com. In a statement, Nguyen said that she was the one who called the police after multiple incidents, August 4th and into the morning of August 5th. This is from the statement. He was trying to choke her, but she was defending herself well. She didn't get beat up bad. Yeah, I know. I giggled a little bit too. That. Yeah. She's defending herself well. God damn, dude, what are you, ref? But she didn't get beat up bad. The police did take the pictures of marks on her neck. Wasn't bad this time. No black guys or anything, but he has hit her before. I just wasn't there. He was my coach and my friend. This was the first time this was in my presence, and I was not going to let this fly. The domestic violence has been going on for years. I just never saw it. And then apparently Lee and Aaron had been arguing all week, and Aaron wouldn't let Lee leave the home to train. This is Andy saying, I didn't call the cops until it got physical and I couldn't do nothing anymore. So yeah, this is a massive fucking like domestic violence situation, the whole thing. Not letting her leave the house to go train, multiple incidents and shit like that. So what the fuck are they waiting for to arrest this motherfucker? Other than she might have said don't do it.
I mean, I don't even know if her saying "don't do it" matters at this point.
It shouldn't matter.
With shit like that, like they should be able to override that shit and arrest this fool. I mean, the dude seems like a shitbird all the way around for the most part. Like he's got the fucking neo-Nazi tattoo. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? What the fuck?
Oh, and that was the thing that I guess Andy also mentioned in her thing was that a lot of people have offered to cover those tattoos and he refuses. And he doesn't care to cover them up. So, and apparently he has an even bigger something on his shoulder that nobody has seen or something.
I mean, look, man, it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's a duck. That motherfucker's a shitbird. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I look, all jokes aside, that is fucked up. I feel what you're saying, Jesse. That fucking mental and physical abuse, especially after like years of it, can be, disheartening and can break you down and shit. But she needs to get away from that dude for sure. Like,
yeah,
if the writing was ever on the fucking wall, it's on the wall now, Jack. You need to let that dude slide.
And she needs to get some help to get that psychological abuse, like fucking treated, because that's psychological abuse as well. You know what I mean? But, it's fucking weird. The whole situation is fucking gross for real. What else was there we want to talk about? There really isn't a lot to talk about these days.
Well, I also
wanted to do a whole show.
Wanted to preview that Combates next month is having an event, and something that's been coming up recently in the conversations is that switching title fights from 5 rounds to 3 rounds to save the fighters the damage. Combate Americas is going to be doing an event in Eddie's neck of the woods, actually, in Arizona, and they're going to have their first ever title fight. It's a 3-round fight between El Negro Marroquin against Jose Alde. Alde, I think, is his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them pretty excellent fighters. Marroquin actually was the one that won the $100,000, and then Alde was the one that just beat John Castaneda at their last event in LA. So, both guys have wins over John Castaneda, which is pretty good wins. Marroquin is the one that went through 3 fights in one night to win that 100 grand. So, it's going to be a good fight, but they're going to be fighting for the title 3 rounds. What do you guys think about that?
Look, it might not only does it save them damage, it might encourage them to go for a finish. They don't know that they only have 3 rounds, so like, fuck it. We don't have to cardio this shit for 5 rounds. Let's go.
Man, fuck that. God damn it. I heard Uncle Chell talking about that shit, and I usually fuck with Uncle Chell, but fuck that shit. And I'll tell you another thing, Uncle Chell. I heard your little stupid comparison about the Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl's the same amount of quarters. They don't do that in any other sport. Yes, the fuck they do. In the goddamn NBA, when they have the championships, they play each other 7 goddamn times.
True.
They don't play once, like they do in the goddamn normal season. I know they play multiple times, but they don't play each other 7 times in a fucking row in the goddamn normal season. It's the goddamn championship. Something's got to be a little different. You're fighting for the fucking belt. You need 2 more fucking rounds. How many fucking fights have we seen? Really good fights at the end of that 3rd round. We're like, God damn, I wish this had a 4th round.
You know what? True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what he's saying, that it is a lot on the human body. On the same token, nobody asked y'all to be fighters. You're fucking gladiators. It's supposed to be a lot on your goddamn body. You fucking get paid fucking millions of dollars, some of you. And for the other ones, you're shitbirds. You go back to doing whatever afterwards. I hate that too. They're like, oh, well, only some fighters make millions of dollars. So the fuck what? God damn, only some cooks are Bobby Flay. You know how many motherfuckers are opening up Chili's tonight?
True.
Cooking fucking rack of ribs, they ain't getting shit. Man, so what? Every fighter ain't gonna be a millionaire. It is what it is.
Let's see. Oh, HM asking, do any of you guys play UFC 3? I used to, but I'm awful at it. So you're looking for Ashley Lamprey. All right. Yeah, find that guy on Twitter.
I've got kids, Jack.
Yeah, me too. So,
I mean, that's AKA no video game time for me. I wish.
I get maybe an hour of me time after I get home from work before these little motherfuckers come in the house. All right. I'm not doing video games with it. I'll play Madden for 15 minutes and then take a nap.
My 11-year-old daughter discovered Fortnite.
Oh my God, dude. Me too. Mine too. Dude. I want to fucking, what do they call it? I want to just Elvis that goddamn Xbox so badly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know, man. I can't fucking sleep at night when they're fucking screaming. It's like my daughter joined the fucking Marines. Cover me, Abby, cover me.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking man, shut the fuck up in there. I'm trying to sleep. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Give me the shotgun. I need a potion. Who's got health? What the fuck?
What I love is that you guys I enjoy playing all those games. I started trying to play Fortnite with Jeremiah from the hardcore MMA show.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to play with him, but I see him and his son always playing. It's a fun game. Screw you guys. You guys
fuck
are
that. Ash is all over that. Ash is like, come on, let's just try it. So I said, fuck it. I downloaded that bitch. I went on there. We were playing a squad of 4, right? And so it's like, all right, let's build this little tower. So we built this little fucking lame ass tower or whatever. All right, let's just sit here and wait for people. I'm like, I could find way better spots to snipe people. What the fuck are you doing? And then I got killed in the dumbest way possible. It's so stupid. I'm like, no, I quit. Fuck this shit.
I knew it. Eddie wasn't no good. Eddie, man, fuck this. This shit is stupid.
Yeah, but I am openly honest about that. If I suck at the game, fuck that game. 100%. I've said that shit before, and I'll say it again. I hate that game because I suck at it.
Same.
Y'all funny. Y'all acting like you're 40 years old over here. I can play for 15 minutes on that Nintendo.
I can put in some fucking work on Madden. Bring that on, but. Other than that, dude, I'm just, or even Call of Duty or Battlefield, I'm down with. You know what I mean? But I'm giving this dude
no video games for me, boys.
I like video games, man. It's you get away with it from everything for a while, but I just don't have time for it, dude. Fuck.
It's therapy for me. I play those all the time, so screw you guys.
Yeah. All right. MMA or not? Anything else you guys want to talk about? MMA or not? MMA related doesn't really matter. We're gonna JRE the shit if we need to.
That's it as far as MMA goes, I guess, though, right? Just to wrap up that, I don't
pretty much
nothing else going on.
No event till next week, or no major event till next week, right? Is it next week?
I think it's even 2 weeks from now, isn't it, man? I think it's at the end of August. I think we have a 3-week block there with nothing. Might be next week though. This might be our 2nd week.
Yeah. I put Ash's Twitter handle on the chat, so check it out. Hit him up, I'm sure he's down. I don't know what he plays on. I want to say it's PS4, so hopefully you do too. But we'll see. Anyway, well, fuck, dude. Like, there's not a lot going on in anything, man. Really. Like,
all right. So
whatever.
do you want me to hit you guys with the question of the week?
Yeah. It's about that time. It's about that time in the show.
All right. So, I was thinking about this, and my wife gave me the suggestion. So, we'll see how this goes. Tell me the last moment where you were happiest. Last moment where you were completely, utterly happy.
Shit. Okay. Last moment where you like the happiest moment. Oh, that's easy for me.
This is subjective though. It's hard. What kind of are we talking? What kind of happiness are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not talking about like Mr. Fred over here, like jerking off and then be like, "Oh, I'm happy right now."
I mean,
like,
listen. When I've got my snake buried down a throat, right at that moment of climaxes, that's probably where I'm at my happiest. I mean, we're being honest. That's where I'm at my happiest.
But the last time that you were that happy, it's like, I mean, for me, I got because I have a nephew. Everyone knows about my nephew, Oliver. Well, he has a sister now, and I got to meet her a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, and that was pretty cool because it's like for 9 months, this baby's an idea. It's not real yet, right? And it fucking pops out, and it's fucking real. You're holding the goddamn thing, and so I got I got to hold her that day, and then like a week later, we had my dad's birthday party at the house, or birthday dinner. And I literally ate all my food with baby in arm. Everyone's like, "Can I hold her?" I'm like, "Nope." And I was good. Like, just like stuff like that. Like, that's probably the last time I was like really, really happy. Like, the happiest. So, yeah, that's mine.
Fuck you, Eddie. You had a good one. I don't have a particularly good one. I mean, you can always go back to like the birth of kids. Those are always like happiest moments in life and shit like that. I don't know. I mean, currently, I guess I've been doing okay financially for a while, and there was a long time where I wasn't. So having finally gotten over that curb a little bit and having enough money to where if something goes wrong, we're not going to fucking like be fucking on the streets is a really nice cushion to have. And fucking having that moment of clarity was a very happy moment. Like, okay, cool. If something goes wrong, we're not going to die. So that's
it's like a weight off your shoulders, right?
Which in turn makes you very fucking happy. Like when you live paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, all right, we're cool for this week. Now let's get on to June. And if one fucking thing goes wrong, the whole fucking house of cards comes crumbling down. Then finally you get to a point you're like, well, worst come to worst, I could pay my rent for the rest of this year, and we could both find jobs and we'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I know that feeling, dude. Shit.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. What about you, Jesse?
Well, I have a joke one. One of the happiest moments recently was my son was at the playground. My wife was telling me, and this little girl was being a little punk bully, and pushed him around. Was just bullying him basically. And so apparently my son used some of the skills that he's learned at the jiu-jitsu class and basically like pushed her, like got on top of her and like kind of just held her down, and she started crying and wheeling and everything. So I was pretty happy, use some of his skills that he's learning to stand up for himself.
Yo, Jesse, did you just say that the thing you're proud of most is a man beating a woman?
Hey, it doesn't count if they're underage and they're little. It's cute.
And then he took her down and he mounted her. He threw her a couple of elbows, and I was fucking cheering. You little bitch, that's what you get.
Oh, shit. That turned dark so fast.
Oh, shit.
That still made me proud. Don't care.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, I'd be proud as fuck too. I mean, I thought you were gonna say like flying armbar or triangle or some shit, but hey, that's a good one. Knock her down. Like, fucking check yourself, bitch. What the fuck?
Hey, he's starting.
I thought you was gonna say like she was bullying another girl or some shit. She was bullying him and he threw her a beating. Fair enough though.
he took her back, got to choke him, made it. This little girl just goes limp.
Boy, you fucking bully.
Fuck, that's funny. Oh shit! How long is he still training like regularly or what's up?
Trying to, but we have so many activities every once in a while that we skip a week or two. So,
is he? Are you training yet?
What?
Boy, you've been talking about you lost your gi in the mail and shit. That's what he's been saying. And is it Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. I follow him on Instagram, and I was just like, he always puts his classes up and shit. I'm like, gotta get Jesse in there, man. Find that gi.
Lost your gi in the mail is crazy.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me he doesn't have any no-gi classes. You can literally have shirts and shorts.
Oh, I think he changed his classes just to screw with me, because the other day I was like, oh yeah, no gi. I wish he had that class. And then like the next week he was like, oh, the class after your kid's class is now no gi. Isn't that interesting? I'm like, you bastard.
Shit, no-gi is the class to go to. That shit's more fun to me. I enjoy no-gi way better, way more. All right. Anything else you guys want to hit before we head out?
Oh, nope. Fred, I missed your show this week. I don't know what's going on. I'm going through withdrawals.
Yeah, man, we didn't record yesterday. James had to work. This is the problem with doing a podcast, as you boys know. Mm-hmm. We all have busy schedules and shit, so it's hard to get in a room. We're supposed to record tomorrow, so hopefully Friday morning we'll have something turned out for you.
There you go. All right.
Shout out to what was it, Yusuf? Is that his name, Yusuf?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Being that he's an awesome guy, that we were both born on the same day yesterday, so shout out to that guy.
Happy birthday, Jesse. I forgot to text you, man. My bad.
Oh, how old are you, Jesse?
For a guy, is it better if you're older or younger? Which one is it?
Don't be a pussy. It's better to be honest. How old are you?
Yeah. 35.
Oh, good Lord. You're a fucking... No wonder you like Gary so much. Now I get the fucking connection. Damn, Jesse, I didn't know you was that fucking old. You are a fucking old one.
Well, that's a good thing. You couldn't have guessed. That's good.
That's true. Yeah. You're disgusting looking, but you do look kind of young. I'll give you that.
Hey, when Jesse came to the tournament in California, I was like, he looks way younger than that. What the fuck? So that's good. All right. If nothing else, fellas, shout out to everyone that hung out with us tonight. HM, of course, West Coast. Make sure to check out his video. I'll be tweeting that shit out maybe in the next half hour or so. Give the kid encouragement and positive critiques. He's not a bitch, because I gave him a lot of critiques on that video already. So, but yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone that fucks with us. You guys are the shit. Everyone on iTunes. RepTheWarriors.com. New gear came in. It's fucking fire. Fucking order that shit. RepTheWarriors.com. SpicesPros.com. As usual, they got the good stuff, the seasonings and everything. Follow Kirby at Kirby _MMA. Jesse's at Spawad 1983. I'm at Elo31. And of course, it shows at Keyboard MMA. All right, motherfuckers, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Have a good rest of your week. Go do something constructive. And good night, Wilshire.